This is week 30 of our 2019 adventure, and this week we are adventuring into the thoughts that nothing is perfect or everything is perfect. Which way do you swing? Hello and welcome to Harmony Enterprises. I'm your host, Carrie Fox, and this show is all about looking at the perception of perfection. Perfection. Now, I find that to be a very interesting word, and some people think that it is all or nothing at all. I was raised with the theory that nothing is perfect, and I have to admit that the majority of the people I meet, at first response, they still have that belief. But what about you? Have you ever had times in your life that you pondered this word? Well, I did, and I found it to be greatly lacking in substance. But before we get into that, let's reconfirm my commitment to mentor people to live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Which means that when you are able to look at the world from that point of view, you are also able to see your beauty and, yes, your perfection. So let's get to it. Perfect. The dictionary says that means conforming to an ideal, and perfection as the highest degree of proficiency. But how does all that fit into your life and mine? I have found that most adults spend the majority of their time and energy thinking about and pointing out or correcting imperfections, not focusing on the possibility of perfection. So let's dive into that a little deeper. If I remember correctly, now this is going back a few decades, I had two awarenesses emerge around the same time. The first was that there is no such thing as an accident. Now, my reaction the first time I heard that phrase was probably what everyone's first reaction is, and that was, of course, there are accidents. And then trying to defend accidents as being accidental. But once I stopped to contemplate it, what if there are no accidents? This is the road that my brain went down. What if the universe conspires to do what I empowered it to do when I chose to incarnate here? What if I had plans and I made commitments to help the world in some way? And what if I was veering off from those plans or commitments? How would the universe try to steer me back on course? Well, my answer to that was that it would try to nudge me and let me know I was looking at making a decision or behavior that was counter to my intentions. And that led me to consider, what if I didn't get that hint? Well, I guess then the universe would just push a little harder to get my attention. And if I still didn't get it, I decided the universe would basically kick the heck out of me till I got it, because I empowered it to do that, to help me, to encourage me, and to keep me on course. Now, I know that some of you may have a knee-jerk reaction to what I just said. And maybe you want to try to make a case for that not being true. But I'm going to ask your indulgence here to let go of that reaction for a moment and give me the benefit of the doubt. On my journey, what came next was my awareness that then everything is perfect exactly the way it is, because the universe has its loving hand on it. What might look like a problem might just be a nudge. And I got it. My view of my grand adventure changed forever at that moment. So now I profess, when you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. It's just a joyous feeling. So what if everything is perfect? That's what I want to leave you with today, for you to contemplate and consider and take it with you today and into your tomorrows. And see how that might relate to what you experience or what you observe others experiencing. An example of what I have noticed, and for many that I have met and worked with, the finding of a partner or a lover or a husband or a wife is one of the greatest lessons that I've seen on the theory that everything is perfect. Because of how many people have fallen under the spell of Walt Disney and the theory of someday my prince will come. And they make this childish conclusion that this is the one. This is the one. Often before they know anything or very little about this other person. And then they unconsciously set out to try to make that true. Now come on, you all know someone who falls in love and thinks this is the one over and over again. I have to admit, and I've done that. I know I'm so very thankful for the guys who did not let me get away with that, who stepped back to say, whoa. In my awareness now, I can see they were just supposed to be playmates, or we had things to learn from each other, but we were not meant to be committed to each other for a long time, and that was perfect. But now, especially in mentoring people, I see it over and over. Girls and women who don't get the push from the universe that this person is not good for them. They want to think this is their soulmate, but they are so brokenhearted for how this man or this person is treating them. Duh. You can't get there from here. If he hits you, walk away. This is wrong. There is absolutely nothing in your plan for your life that would include that. Nothing. Your grand adventure here was to experience love and joy and laughter and adventure, not sadness, pain, and sorrow. So when some warning sign like that appears for you, get the hint. You have empowered and agreed to get these nudges. Do you get that picture? So this week I want to inspire you to allow perfection. A flower does not wonder if it should have another petal. It just is in all its glory. It is perfect exactly the way it is. If you like my view of the world and would like a gift from me, I have an ebook for you. It's an easy-to-read reminder of all you can appreciate to feel loved, nurtured, and supported, and to be aware of your view of the world. You can request a copy by sending me an email at feellovedbook@harmonyenterprises.net. So until next time, I'm Carrie Fox with Harmony Enterprises, and I'm reminding you to live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. Bye for now.